Hello guys, welcome back to our channel BioLab. This is VAMSI, and in today's lecture we will be discussing about photoperiodism. We have completed with the physiological effects of these PGRs. We have completed completely about PGRs, and now we will be starting about photoperiodism. Now, what is photoperiodism? Yes, you might wonder what is this new setup, why I'm here in front of you. Yes, yeah, I've just updated the setup which I'm just using without my face. Since you get a clarity of my explanation, for your sake I have changed this setup. Please do not mind it. Also subscribe to our channel, and without any further ado, let's get into the video. Yes, this is your biology textbook, NCERT class 11. We'll soon start NCERT series and also MCQ series, in which we'll be going line by line. Okay guys, okay, let's start without any further ado without any further ado about photoperiodism. Let's get into the video. Now, first of all, you tell me what is meant by photoperiodism. What do you understand by the term photoperiodism? Yes, I have written something. Photo, period, and ism. What is meant by this? Yes, if you observe it very keenly, you would get the answer. What is this photoperiodism? Yes, see, it's very simple. The definition is as simple as that. What is meant by photo? Photo means light. Photo means light. Which one? Basically, it's the sun. The ultimate light for the earth is sun. For all living organisms is sun. So that is photo. What is periodism? Periodism. Period. Take period from this periodism. Periodism. You take period. Now period plus light gives you photoperiodism. So what are you saying? Light and period, you are adding them. So let me clarify you. It is the response of plants to the photoperiod. Means it is a time interval between which the day is present or sunlight is present. It is a response of the plants to the sunlight as well as the moonlight. Yeah, darkness. Light plus dark, both responses together is termed as photoperiodism. So let me give you the statement which is given in NCERT. The statement says this response of plants to periods of day or night is termed as photoperiodism. Let us write it here. Very important, I am writing the NCERT statement directly. I have already shown you the textbook. This response of plants to day and night is termed as photoperiodism. See, I am very open to you. I am giving you this line directly from your NCERT. 1 minute, let me shift my camera up. Yes, take the note of the statement in your notes. Put the side heading photoperiodism. Write this statement. Write the statement. I will be explaining you the meaning of this statement using the example which is given in your NCERT only. Okay, write this statement fast. I am taking this, I am removing this statement so that write it, make a note, or else get your NCERT textbook, biology class 11 textbook, and underline this point in page number 252. page 252. Sorry, see, I am giving you the pages and also the paragraphs where it is present. Open page 252. In page number 252, from the top of the page, go to 1 2 3 4, fourth line. After full stop, this line is written, this response of plants. That line I have just written here. Open your NCERT, underline that point. Very important. Photoperiodism. It is a definition of photoperiodism, and they can directly give the statement as a form of assertion in reason type, or statement 1 and statement 2 type. We will be solving MCQs also. We will be going NCERT line by line. Now let me explain you in general what is photoperiodism. In general, let us take in general. Let's keep the signs all aside. Let's take in general. We have two types of periods. One is the day period, or you can also say it as light period, when the sunlight is present. And also we have the night period, or you can say dark period. Night period and day period. These are the two periods which are present. But there is a midline, or you can also call this line as the separation line, which separates day from night. During this time, at this time, or the time when the light is here on the line, you can see both day and night. It is a shifting period. This line take as a shifting period, and that period is called as critical line. You can say it as critical line or critical photoperiod according to your NCERT. Critical photoperiod. I am not writing anything, just wait. Not writing everything. Okay, now see, it is called as critical photoperiod. This line, it is a shifting. Now what happens is, while the plants are growing from seedlings, germination happened, seedlings came, seeding happened, there are plantlets forming. From there they are matured enough and they produce flowers. During this flowering, this photoperiodism plays a very important role in plants. I am just reading the statement from your NCERT. 1 minute, let me erase this, and then I will be reading the statement from this NCERT textbook. It is said that some plants require a periodic exposure to light to induce flowering. So what I said, photoperiodism plays a very important role. Sorry, 1 minute, hope the audio is too high. Now, yeah, moderate. Photoperiodism plays a very important role in flowering of some plants. I have said you, this photoperiodism is helped to induce flowering. Yes, 1 minute, session will end. Let me just reconnect it. So yes, this photoperiodism plays an important role in flowering. Write the point. I will make you underline this point in NCERT series. Since we don't have much time, we have to rush. I am just telling you this one. I will make you underline these all points in the NCERT series which is coming up next. So hope you all like that NCERT series. Yes, this photoperiodism plays a very important role in flowering, and some plants require more exposure to light, some plants require less exposure to light in order to produce flowers. Like let me take an example of a plant which is given in your NCERT. 1 minute, guys. The example of your NCERT is not mentioned here. Okay, let me explain you in a general way. Some plants require less exposure to light. Some plants require less exposure to light, less exposure to light, whereas some plants require more exposure to light, more exposure to light. More exposure to light, then only these plants can flower, then only these plants can flower. They can produce flowers when they are more exposed to light, but whereas these plants, they can with less exposure to light only they can produce flowers. Why is this happening at all in flowers? Why photoperiodism is having a key role in flowering of plants, in the flower production? Why is it having? Yes, we will be seeing it a little later. Now let's see this. The plants with less exposure to light in order to produce flowers very soon are termed as short day plants. Write this. Short day plants with less exposure to light. The plants having more exposure to light, then only they produce these flowers, are termed as long day plants. Long day plants. But some plants are neutral. They can produce flowers either when they are exposed to light or not. They can produce flowers. So those plants are called as day neutral plants. Day neutral plants. Those plants which can produce flowers either when they are less exposure to light or more exposure to light. They are neutral. They can produce flowers at any time, at any cost of time. They can produce flowers. So they are called as day neutral flowers. Neutral. Day neutral. They do not have any effect of photoperiodism on them. They do not have any effect of photoperiodism on them. Those are called as day neutral plants. But the plants, whereas coming to short day plants and long day plants, they have photoperiodism effect on the flowering. So short day plants, if they are less exposed to light, they can produce flowers. If they are long day plants, they have to be more exposed to light, then only they can produce flowers. So what are you talking? More exposure, less exposure to light. Let me give you not an example, but a diagrammatic view of this one. A diagrammatical view of this one. Now see, I have said you there is a critical photoperiod during which the non-flowering plants, here we have non-flowering plants, this is below the critical photoperiod. Means if the plants only touch this photoperiod, then only they can flower, then only they can flower. This is below the critical photoperiod. This is the minimum. Okay, let me write it. Critical condition, just remember that. And this is above the critical period. Now the plants which are non-flowering here below the critical period, if they come to flower above the critical period, flowering happens above the critical period, those plants are termed to be as long day plants. Now got it clear? So what are the plants? The plants which do not flower below the critical period but come to flowering above the critical period are called as long day plants. what are called as long day plants. Now repeat with me. The plants which flower with more exposure to light or which come to flowering above the critical period, photoperiod, those plants are called as long day plants. They require more exposure to light. But the plants, but there are some plants, like this. If they are more exposed to light, there is no flowering. If they are less exposed to light, there is flowering. So those plants are termed as short day plants. Remember, say with me, the plants which flower below the critical period or critical photoperiod are termed as short day plants. No flowering above the photoperiod. If they are exposed more to light, there is no flowering. If they are exposed to less light, there is flowering. Okay, there is flowering. So those are termed as short day plants. But there are some plants where they can flower both. If they are exposed to more light, they can flower. If they are exposed to less light, also they can flower. Those are called as day neutral flowers. So basically they do not have the effect of critical photoperiod on their flowering. Those are the day neutral plants. Okay, those are the day neutral plants. Now, how this flowering is being set by the photoperiod, how it is being done? So that according to your NCERT has given a line that during light period, sorry, one minute, let me read the line which is given. Let me read the line which is given. In some plants, not only the light, the dark is also equally important. In all plants, let me write the statement here in an equation form. The light equals to dark. Equal importance is given to light and dark plants. Hence, it is said to be that flowering on certain plants depends not only on the combination of light and dark exposures but also relative durations. And that response is called as photoperiodism. We have already seen the definition. Now, what is the sight for perception that light and dark? We have the sights for perception of light and dark. We can feel our senses. We can see if the light is, we are exposed to light, it is, the room is full of light. If I switch off the light, you cannot see me, you cannot see anything in the darkness. If there is no sun, we cannot see. So how we are percepting that this is light period, this is dark period? Plants also can percept using leaves. The perception is done using leaves. Remember or write this anywhere. This is very most important question. Where do we generally confuse? They give flowers in options, they give leaves in options, they give stems in options, etc. They can give roots also, but we confuse between flowers and leaves, which are the organs which percept day and night in plants. 1 minute, again the session has ended. I will be restarting the session. 1 minute please. So that's what leaves are, the places for perception whether it is light or dark. Okay, remember this or you have to write. It has been an hypothesis that there is an hormonal substance that is responsible for flowering. So there is an hypothesis given by some scientists that there is an hormonal substance which is responsible for this flowering during the daytime. Hormone influence. No need to write this, just listen. no need to like this, just listen. How hormones are responsible according to them. I am reading the lines of NCERT. It has been hypothesized that there is an hormonal substance or substances, hormonal substances, that is responsible for flowering. This hormonal substance migrates from leaves to shoot apices for the inducing of flowering only when the plants are exposed to the necessary inductive photoperiod. So this is very important. Not important, just listen. Here is a leaf. I'm just thinking it as a leaf. This is the stem. Now here is the beautiful shoot apex. Here is a beautiful shoot apex. According to some scientists who hypothesized this statement that there are some hormones which are present in the leaves. Okay, there are some hormones which are present in the leaves, and these hormones migrate to the shoot apex to induce flowering in plants. So to induce flowering in plants, whenever they are exposed to the inductive photoperiod, whether it is a long time exposure, whether it is a short time exposure, keeping all that side, these hormones migrate from these leaves to the shoot apices or shoot apex in order to induce flowering in them. This is an hypothesized statement which is given in your NCERT. Just remember, not of much important. So I have covered all the important lines in your NCERT according to or related to photoperiodism, and this is the end for photoperiodism. In the next class we will be talking about vernalization and seed dormancy, and I will also be giving some examples from different sources which I have on photoperiodism for long day plants, short day plants, and these day neutral plants. And if you want the table, I will be preparing a table and then I will be putting it in Telegram channel. You have to join the channel in order to get the table. So this is VAMSI signing off from BioLab. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button if you did, and also subscribe to our channel BioLab. Many people are not liking the videos since it gives me a motivation in order to do more and more videos. So thank you guys. Have a great day further.